Hey Taurus, welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. For those of you who are joining for the very first time, I hope you enjoy your reading today. If you do, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. I would love to know how you're doing. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your love and support. You make what I do possible. I am sending you all of my love. Thank you so much for being here with me. So Taurus, this reading is for any and all Taurus placements, so please take this reading as it resonates. Since this is a general reading, it will not resonate for everyone. You can apply this reading to any situation, including love, career, and personal growth. And any additional information about me or the channel can be found in the description box below. And with that, we're going to go ahead, Taurus, and jump right into your reading. We're going to begin first with some oracle cards. Then we're going to jump into the Celtic cross spread using the tarot, which we will clarify with a second tarot deck. And then we will close the reading off with some guidance. So right off the bat, Taurus, I am seeing something here between you and another person did not work out very well in the past. I am getting that there was some kind of dishonesty involved. Whatever this was, it was a very serious commitment. So this person you're connecting with, you were either married to or had plans to be married to. Perhaps you share children. Perhaps this is a workplace situation where contracts were involved. But there was something about this that felt official. Okay, I say that because with no place like home, this is a 50, which reduces to a 5. This could be another Taurus that you're connecting with, but this is Hierophant energy. This is the home, this is institution, this is marriage, education, a company perhaps, but with no place like home, this is about stability and remembering that true comfort and true security is something that you build within yourself, with other people. Underneath the deck, we have soulmates, right, which is a 41 and reduces to a 5. So this was something so committed, something between you and another person, or you and a situation that you had a lot of love for. Okay, when I asked for more information on no place like home, under the deck we had the privileged lady, and then we had thief and marriage. So for some, this was a third party situation. There was someone else involved who, you know, there were too many people. Okay, there was one other person, maybe multiple, but in general, this space was shared with a partner who was very selfish. So if there were no other people involved, this is about somebody abusing the contract, really not showing up in the way they promised and taking you for granted and taking advantage of the commitment. And for those of you where this is business, it's the same situation. Someone leveraged the contract to meet their own needs, and in return, you bared a burden. There was something very unhappy, very painful about this. With Imagine an Unfinished Symphony, this is just about trying to imagine how to find closure from this, because something is still not over. I'm getting that where there were contracts involved, there are still lawsuits pending, there are still divorce papers that need to be signed. There is something here that isn't closed off. If this was something you were planning on having a serious commitment with somebody on, this is just basically bringing this to a close in a way that you feel comfortable, right? An actual ending. When I ask for clarification here on Imagine, because this is kind of like the 7 of Cups energy, I am getting a hint here of confusion, but in terms of a direction, because you know at this point, Taurus, that you are not willing to continue sitting in this feeling. Okay, we got clarifying it, community and courthouse. So there is a group of people who support you as you move through this process. If there are papers that need to be delivered, or a message that needs to be delivered, or something that has been signed recently that you need to submit, you have a group of people here who are supporting you emotionally and mentally and physically if you need it, right? To help you cook food, to help you pay your bills. There are people here who are prepared. Okay, and I feel like for many of you, this is going to exceed your expectations of what you thought was going to happen next. This is also just about you trying to figure out where to gather the support to get through this. But you will find it. With Unfinished Symphony, this closure that's needed was clarified with despair and message of concern. So these are 2 5s. 32 and 14 both reduced to 5. So this was about feeling isolated, perhaps abandoned. Somebody left behind a message or communicated a message that left someone here just feeling so alone and so taken for granted. And there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain attached to this. But what I'm seeing more than anything, Taurus, is this is becoming clear to you. If this situation was maybe a suspicion originally that this person was taking money or entertaining other people, or just in general not being the partner they said they were, right? There may have been suspicion, and in this imagine, right, you may have played a scenario out in your head. But in general, something becomes very clear because they make it so. They make it obvious. They either communicate it or leave so many breadcrumbs behind that you can't ignore it anymore. And so when this situation comes to a head, you realize that now is the time to close the cycle off. I do feel for many of you, Taurus, you have already come to realize that this has happened. And this right now is pretty much you just disinfecting the wound. You know, you're revisiting the situation so that you can close it off once and for all. And in order to do that, you have to sort of rehash some things, go back to court, do things that in some ways kind of make you revisit, in some instances, even relive the situation. But you are developing a strength through this, because as you see, you're going to see in the near future, there is a light at the end of the tunnel coming in for you. There is a light at the end of the tunnel that's coming in for you, and the people you need to help push you through this, it's gonna make this ending a lot easier, and you're going to feel like you're not bearing this burden alone. Okay? If you're asking yourself if this person feels any grief over what they've done to the household, to you, to what you guys built, this person is coming through as the thief. So I feel no. They do not feel bad about what they've done. And I don't feel that they're going to change their ways anytime soon. So if some of you are wondering if you should offer this person a second chance, I feel this person is going to come through with the same energy. They're trying to get what they can out of the situation, take advantage of you, take advantage of the commitment. I definitely don't feel like this person is genuine if they do apologize. They just want to stay on board, if anything. But what I see more than anything, Taurus, is that the pain of this is going to pass through. And as you close this cycle off, you're going to receive the support you need from everyone who cares about you. What else for Taurus, please? Underneath the deck, the Nine of Wands. So there was definitely something here that was the straw that broke the camel's back. This is about kind of giving that one last push to try to close a cycle off. What were we talking about? Burdens? Lots and lots of burdens. But you will not handle this alone. You will not fight this battle alone, Taurus, okay? This is absolutely about you aligning with the conflict, and you are giving it everything you have to close this off. There are people wanting to help you and who will be helping you. So please keep that in mind. The energy right now is the Seven of Cups. So it's that imagine energy that we just saw with the Oracle. This is about trying to figure out what the next step is and having options presented to you. A little bit of confusion, but it's going to be made clear to you, Taurus. You just watch. It's going to be made clear. The block here is the Three of Swords. There's a lot of pain tied to this. Betrayal, some kind of massive lie. It could also be that this person just... It's like they have every excuse in the book to be bad to you. And so by having an excuse, they're looking for omission to be better. That is just so... I'm sorry you had to deal with that, Taurus. Truthfully. This could have been a third-party situation, but in general, someone here just was holding back a lot of information, and it was the source of an incredible amount of pain. The best case scenario is the Knight of Cups. If you're waiting for new love or hoping for new love, after all of this is over, this is not somebody who is this is okay, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This person may come to you in the near future, but not with the intentions of having something right away. This is somebody who begins a friendship with you, and then you guys continue forward in a friendship type manner until things potentially become more stable and someone communicates that they want to take this further. But in general, this is also about you just this is about you going down a path that feels emotionally balanced. This is about finding things to occupy yourself that are more conducive to healing now that you are moving away from this and creating distance from this. The reason it's all happening is the Eight of Cups. So someone may have left the commitment, left the relationship, stepped out even, but this is about something that is unfulfilling. Someone here did not feel like what emotion they have invested here was worth holding on to it, and so out of curiosity, out of a desire for more, someone stepped out, someone moved on. In the recent past, we have Strength. You may have been connecting with a Leo, but this is about overcoming a massive challenge. This is about gathering your inner resilience and bringing it out to the forefront and saying, now is the time. I feel like for many Taurans here right now, they are the ones that severed the tie. They were the ones that ran out of patience and said, no more. I see what you're doing. I see how this is making me. I see how this is turning what we have sour, and I'm not standing for it anymore. Coming in, you have the Three of Pentacles. Like we were saying about support, you are going to be supported through this. If you need money, if you need a raise, if you need resources, if you need support, someone to help you cook, someone to help take care of your kids, whatever support you are in need of, Taurus, at this time, you will be finding those people who want to get you through this safely and as comfortably as possible. There are people here who want to help. If there's also somebody else that you are connecting with, right? This Knight of Cups, for example, this could be somebody, like we were mentioning, a friend, one person who helps you just kind of handle what's going on. How you see yourself is the Emperor. You might have an Aries placement very strong, but you see yourself as being in a position of command, taking charge, laying the groundwork down, laying down the rules. You are secure in your decisions, Taurus. Even though this might be extremely painful for you, and even though this whole debacle that you're just looking back on right now really fills you with sadness, you hate the fact that this is how it ended. At the same time, you also stand strongly by your virtues and your convictions, and you realize that you would not have made a different decision. You feel very confident in the direction you are heading into. For some, this is about also incorporating your career and your work or your studies into this and using that as a mode of healing. In the environment, something that you may not see is the Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. For those of you connecting with somebody who has been very aloof and holding the truth back, this may be a third person involved. I only say that because with the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, this could be about a massive truth that you are going to finally come to grips with. For those of you who have absolutely no idea that this could be going on, then do not take this message. This is for those of you who pretty much know what's going on, but perhaps you don't have, that final text. Like you've been seeing messages and text messages and you haven't been believing their lies. You've been catching them in lies, but you know what I mean? Remember that the overall energy is the Nine of Wands. So this is something that has been ongoing. This isn't something that is new and is going to be sprung up on you. This is for those of you who feel like you've kind of had a feeling about this and it's just gonna come to a head and you're gonna say, you know what, I'm not even surprised. I kind of knew, so let me get out of this now because I'm tired, right? So it absolutely can be this person. Now, this can also indicate that you have more power in this than you even realize, because the Queen of Wands is a very powerful figure. This individual is a go-getter. She is able to make things happen. She is a master manifester and puts things into motion. So Taurus, if you are, you feel yourself as very stable right now, part of you may not realize that you don't even have to stay in place. You may be grounding yourself, but instead of grounding yourself, you may be wanting to get up and go and change something about this more directly. You don't even realize that you can. For others, this is just a friend, a good friend. Here, this Three of Pentacles, perhaps even the Knight of Cups. These individuals who are coming out of the woodworks, who are going to be able to help you get that motivation back, get back on track, onto healing, and do something better for yourself. The fear here is the Ten of Pentacles, losing a lot of money, losing stability, the fear of perhaps investing time and energy into somebody who may not be worth it. This could also be the fear here of leaving a relationship behind because of how much energy and time and money you've invested into this. However, it's going to get to the point, for those of you that do resonate with that particular fear of leaving something behind because of all the time you've invested, I feel like for those of you who feel that, you're going to realize that you're not going to want any part of that based on the way you're going to feel, right? You're going to be so tired, right? Because there's already, the heartbreak has already happened. I think you're just going to be so tired of having to constantly deal that eventually you're going to say, you know what? I know my power. I know I don't have to deal with this. And for that, I'm just going to give myself an opportunity to revamp, to restart. Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. This is you, Taurus, standing in your power and just making a decision. You're dropping the sword. You're eliminating someone's connection to you. That commitment, the so-called plans that you and this person had, you see through their facade, you see past the mask, and you realize, you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired. We've been through this. I've spoken my mind plenty, right? If at the end of the day, this is how you want to lead your life, by all means, handle your business, right? But you don't need to drag me down with you. I'm out here trying to have something solid. I'm standing in my power as the Emperor. I'm really trying to build something here. And if all you're trying to do is take from my bounty, then you know what? Good luck. Good luck to you, sir or madam. Right? Good luck to you. You will be supported through this, though. Underneath the deck, Two of Pentacles. There's going to be sort of a bridging that you're going to be experiencing, Taurus. One foot in the old, 1 foot in the new. There's a balancing act that's going to be happening, perhaps even weighing out the pros and the cons. So as you're trying to figure out exactly where to go next, you're going to be finding yourself doing double the work just for a moment. It's going to be very temporary, right? So for some, if you're moving into a new house or a new apartment, right, you might find yourself having to pay a couple more bills from the old apartment so that way you can wrap up and move into this new one. Something like that, something minor and something that's not going to last more than a few weeks. Okay, so you're going to be sort of in that juggling energy where you're about to move into the new phase. Now, with the Seven of Cups being the current energy, it's being clarified by the Six of Cups. Support, 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 Taurus. You are not alone. Okay? You might be asking yourself, how many of my friends can I call upon? Are they still there for me? If for some of you where you may have been connected to a more of a narcissistic type of personality, this person may have severed many ties that you had with your friends, and you're asking yourself, who can I call upon right now? You can call on any of them, Taurus. They're still here for you. Okay, they are still here for you. Right now, someone is asking, how do I bring my past back? How do I rekindle my friendships? How do I make things better? Where the Six of Cups is not other people, other friends that you can call upon. This is about just bringing things back to a better time. Just going back and fantasizing about when times were simpler, when times were better. And that's what's going to lead you into this Three of Pentacles energy. The drive for improvement, the drive for harmony, for tranquility, for serenity. This Three of Swords as the block, being clarified by the Seven of Swords. Someone was avoiding the truth. Someone was holding back the truth, trying to hide something. Perhaps someone just flat out lied, okay? But there is absolutely some kind of a truth that was hidden, that has been revealed or will be revealed to its completion. Again, it's for those that feel like you have kind of found the breadcrumbs, but it leads you to the whole picture, and you finally see it, and it's the straw that breaks the camel's back. You're going to be done with it. At this point, you're already tired, but this is going to be it's going to be so in your face that you're going to say to yourself, you know what? You really just don't care. And so because of that, I don't care. You don't care, I care even less. I'm in it for stability and people who are reliable. And if you don't fit that bill, then I'm going to go and I'm just going to focus on myself. I'm going to start over. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Right? Queen of Swords, you're going to cut right through. You're going to cut right through it. You're going to cut to the chase and say, this is what it is. Best case scenario with the Knight of Cups clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. For some, you're going to lose yourself in a job that you love. You're going to use your life purpose and you're going to channel all of your energy into yourself and into a skill set that you have always wanted to do. This serves as your motivation for self-improvement. For others, this is an individual you're connecting with, a real friend who's going to help you get to the details of all of this. This person may have certain skill sets that are going to prove very valuable to you as you figure things out. So if it's about filling out legal paperwork, if it's about you filling out applications for school or filling out FAFSA or, applying for a loan, there's something about this person's skill set that's going to be beneficial to you as you move through this next phase, as you close this off. Okay, but definitely something very focused here. The reason it's all happening is the Eight of Cups clarified by the Princess of Swords, by the Page of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. This is about finding something that left you feeling unfulfilled, possibly a message, a text message, an email. Someone may have been spying. But this is about finding messages or finding information that revealed to you that someone is unfulfilled or seeking company out in someone else or in another thing, another situation. But you're going to realize that somebody here was not fulfilled, or something about this message is going to leave you feeling unfulfilled. But again, this is not a surprise to you, Taurus. This will not come as a shock. It's been a long time coming, and now you just kind of have the information you need to make a better decision for yourself. Now, in the recent past, we have strength being clarified by the Two of Swords. This could be a Leo who has just been very standoffish, somebody who is very distant, not communicating. But this can also be you severing ties from somebody after realizing that this has been going on for so long. You really have nothing else to say. Right? You have nothing else to say. So in the meantime, you're sort of gathering yourself, not speaking very much to this person, and formulating a plan so you can move out of this in silence. This can also be somebody who is just holding back information. They want to share it. They just don't know how to tell you. And as a result, there's a lot of silence here and distance with them. Now with the Three of Pentacles, we have the Four of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So these are going to be this team of people, these friends, these co-workers, even just people in different, these are like angels that you find as you go through the process. So let's say that you've never filled out certain paperwork. You're going to go to the office that you need to fill the paperwork out, and the person you speak to is going to be a long lost friend that you haven't spoken to in years. Or it turns out you speak with this person and they went to the same middle school you went to, and so through that you guys bond. Or this person has been through your situation before and they choose to kind of help you find an easier way to navigate. This person is going to offer you insight, perhaps even favors, right? This person may cut you a break and make something more affordable for you because they've been there, they get it. Four of Cups, Ten of Swords, Eight of Cups, they're going to help you. They understand, they see the pain, and they see how, this really just needs to be closed off. There could be someone as well, if this is an individual that you had a falling out with, this person may try to delay the process. They may try to delay the process. They could try to use the fact that this ending has been so difficult on you, Taurus, that this gives them an opportunity to kind of twist the knife. However, you are standing in your own power. So for as much as this person may try to do that, they will be unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. You are going to find the right support, the right people at the right time to help you get through this. How you see yourself with the Emperor is the Knight of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. So with this, you feel like you are prepared to get this over with as quickly as possible. If there are ties that need to be cut, right? Communication that needs to be severed, you're ready to cut that off right away. And anything that needs to be done, you're ready to address that right away. What you don't see is the Queen of Wands with the star. Could be an Aquarius that you're connecting with. This could be another individual. This feels to me really, Taurus, like a friend, a long distance friend, someone you may not have spoken to for a while, someone who reaches out to you over social media. But overall, if this is not a person who is a good friend, this is you tapping into a version of yourself that allows you, right? Someone who has more energy. It's that activation energy. You take action on the next step, knowing very, very well that you are on the right path. So if you're asking yourself, Taurus, man, am I gonna be okay? The answer is yes, because what you don't see is that you are exactly moving in the right path, the right direction. Because the star is the North Star home. It lets us know that we are, even though we're not home yet, we are on our way and we are going in the right direction. So if that's what you're wondering, am I making the right choice? Am I doing all the right things? This feels kind of hard. Even though I know what I want, is it all going to come together? Yes, it will. The fear here with the 10 of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Swords. Spending too much time on a commitment that isn't panning out, possibly just severing this. The money that might be lost, the time that's lost, the energy that was invested might be lost. There's a fear here of losing your investment. But the truth is, there's nothing about this commitment that appeals to you anymore, Taurus. So once this is over and done with, you will find yourself free. With the Queen of Swords, we have the 5 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the Hermit. So you could be connecting with a Virgo, but this is absolutely making a very difficult decision and releasing someone's burden in your life, the role that they play, and choosing with your own wisdom of yourself, wisdom in the situation, to do something on your own and be on your own and make a difficult decision. Because with the 5 of Cups, right, there is sadness, disappointment, and loss. With the 9 of Swords, this is absolutely something that has just been the source of tremendous anxiety, depression, sleepless nights. But the thing is we're ending on a high note, because with the Hermit, this informs your decision moving forward. So with the Queen of Swords and the Hermit, even though this hurts, Taurus, you are above it. It's almost like, you know, we are spiritual beings in physical bodies. So it's almost that feeling of you observe your physical self as it's going through the motions, but from your higher level, from your higher consciousness, you look down and you're like, it's okay. It's almost like you're being patient with your own body as it experiences this grief. You are saying to yourself, it's okay, body. You know, it's okay to feel sad. It's okay, body, to feel all of this sadness and disappointment. But you and me, we are in this together. And for as much as we feel sometimes like we just want to sit here and not get anything done, we need to. So you are ahead of the curve right now, Taurus, because even though you might be tempted to do very little because the pain can be just so insufferable, through a calling, through your own wisdom, through your own experience, you realize that the quickest way out is through, and you're ready to close it off. And you release it. You release it by getting control of your response, and you don't let it get to you. You remain unbothered, and you say, okay, what do I have to do to close this off? And in the meantime, you grieve and you feel the loss, but you're not letting it control what you're doing. And that is strength. That is strength, Taurus. So let's see, what guidance do we have for Taurus, please? Virgo energy again with the Hermit. Yes, the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So all of these players have come out. Under the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. So for some, if this is about school, right? If you have school or some kind of skill set that you're trying to develop while this ending is going on, definitely definitely lose yourself in that, because there is something important about what you're studying or what you are learning. It is important. All of this is important and contributing directly to this change. There is something important about what you are learning for something later. If this is about a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio individual that you're connecting with who is a close friend, okay, they are going to help you through this period of loneliness because they've gone through something similar. They're going to help you reconcile your thoughts. This person will be reaching out to you. For those of you who are connecting with a Virgo, this person is also a close friend who is going to be able to spot that you're unhappy, and they're going to offer help. But overall, Taurus, this is about you taking that truth, that realization, and you are using it to pave a way that is healing for you. The Knight of Cups, when it's not a person, it's describing a journey, a direction, a level of speed, right? So in terms of where you're going, you are going with the flow. You are taking what you've learned and you're pursuing a more solitary path, doing something you enjoy, focusing on yourself, focusing more on self-care and healing, and connecting with friendships, connecting with your inner child, and connecting with a higher version of yourself. So are you on the right path? Yes, Taurus. Do you have people in your environment who are still willing to help you through hard times, even though maybe you've created distance, they've created distance, there's been distance there? Yes, they still want to help you. They will still be there for you if you need them. Will you be okay? Will you recover? Will you bounce back? Do you have the wisdom you need, the strength you need to overcome this? Yes. Whatever this is, Taurus, it is about as bad as it's going to get. All that's left now is to just drop the burden. It will not get harder than this. Okay, you have the strength, you have the forethought, you have the clarity, and you have the support system and the people in place who will be helping you. These folks, you may not even see them yet. They might be in the system somewhere. That when you are going along your path and trying to find the paperwork and submit the things you need to submit, these people are going to help you. They're going to point you in the right direction. They're going to help you close things off and just seal it tight. You are not only okay, Taurus, you are more than okay. And when this wraps up, you will be content again. There is peace coming from this. It will not get worse than this. And you will be the reason you are free again. Okay, Taurus, so I'm going to leave you here, my love. Thank you so much, Taurus, for giving me this space to connect with you. I just feel so appreciative and so privileged to be here in this space connecting with you. If you enjoyed your reading today and you found it clarifying and helpful, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can find the link to my website in the description box below. And with that, I will see you in the next reading, Taurus. In the meantime, stay safe, be well, and I am sending you all of my love. Mwah. Bye, Taurus.